Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Back in 2013 I did a vanity tour slash makeup collection video, and I thought that I'll share an updated collection with you guys. So just an updated makeup collection. I won't go into the details as far as the overall vanity setup. It's like my DIY vanity setup. I won't go through that because the setup is pretty much the same. So I won't be giving you any kind of actual details on that because everything is exactly the same. The only difference is that the collection is growing, so I may have more products than I had back in 2013. But as far as that, the collection is just growing. Setup is still the same. I would love to change the setup, but with my bedroom and my townhome being kind of small, I'll just leave it the way it is right now. So if you're interested in seeing my collection, keep on watching as we jump right into this video. Okay, so currently, as you can see, this is my current setup. It's just right in my bedroom. Bed is like literally right here. Windows there. The door is there. Dresser's there. So I have my little DIY vanity setup with my IKEA drawers sitting here. I have been eyeballing and been thinking about the Impressions vanity setup. I actually don't want the bottom. I just want the top piece with the three, I believe it's like glass top drawers to set on top. And if believe it or not, I believe it's like a little shorter, so I can at least make the space a little bit more compact. But it is kind of pricey, so I'm kind of thinking about maybe getting that or investing in that or keeping it the same, but it's just an ideal right now. But this is my overall setup. So let's just go right into me showing you all the different products and stuff I have. Just gonna start here literally on top since it's right in the way. As you can see, this is like my vanity slash workspace. So in this space here, I usually keep just a wireless keyboard if I need to work on a computer. But if I'm doing makeup, I usually just take that and remove that down. So over here in these little baskets here, this first basket, I have my Bath and Body Works body mist sprays, and then I have some other perfumes, like my Michael Kors perfume, which is like almost gone, Clinique Happy. So I have a couple different perfumes that's there. In this basket behind, I have a lot of the Bath and Body Works lotions, the smaller ones. They kind of, you guys know they have the semi-annual sale, and they have these for like $3. Couldn't resist. I got a bunch of them. So here in this bin, I usually just keep lotions. So you got Bath and Body Works lotions. I got baby lotion here, baby oil, and I believe it's coconut oil. Yeah, Palmer's cocoa butter body oil. So I like using those. In the back here, I have more lotion and petroleum jelly, but this is where I usually keep a lot of my face stuff. So I have Michael Todd face mask there. I have Curology medicine there. I have some Clinique moisturizer here, some witch hazel face moisturizer, eye makeup removal. So that's mostly stuff that I have for my face if it's either taking off makeup or just applying toner or something to my face. Right next to this, I didn't have a place to put these, so these are more of those Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret the body cream, so the thicker ones. So most of them are halfway gone. I'm trying to get through them so I can get rid of these, but that's why I usually keep those at. So we have a bunch of them from Bath and Body Works and from Victoria's Secret. Here up front, if you just seen my haul that I just posted maybe 2 weeks ago, these are a bunch of the Freeman face masks that I got from Ulta. So I got a bunch of different kind of those, and I just keep them sitting right here on top. Sometimes I feel like if I'm able to see it, if it's out and I'm able to see it, I'll use it. Instead of being tucked away in a cabinet, tucked away in a drawer, I'll forget about it or go buy more stuff or buy the same product. So if I keep it out, then I know I can continue to use it and it's there for me to use. Behind here, so wait, let me just show you this here first. I just have a couple containers or a couple jars and just different brushes. So I have some are face brushes, some are eye brushes. I really don't have no organization to them. I just stick them wherever they can go. So I may have some face brushes in one, you know, but they're all mixed up here. So I keep brushes here. And then behind here, if I want to do a quick clean, I got my Perrin Spirit brush cleanser. If I need to do just a quick clean. Behind here, I have my 5-drawer Muji set that I keep makeup in. So on top, I have my Fenty Beauty foundation with the primer. Have a couple more containers with just bigger face brushes. And then in this Muji container here, let's see, the first drawer, I have a bunch of the NYX jumbo pencils. I used to buy those things so much. I have slowed down a lot since there's many other different bases now. And this second drawer here is just miscellaneous stuff. It could be samples that I received or stuff that's smaller. Like, yeah, I receive a bunch of samples and I just usually throw in this drawer, and when I get ready to use them, or which is perfect for traveling, I can just go in here, grab those, toss it in my bag, and I'm ready to go. Here I have some which are pretty much, I have more but they're leaving now since they're getting kind of old now and I'm starting to use them up now. But some of the older NYX lip glosses that I keep in there, and I used to keep other lip balms in there. Here in this drawer is another miscellaneous drawer. I used to keep different primers in there, so different eye primers. So it is some in there, like this Milani one here, and I believe, yeah, this Wet n Wild one here, the Lorac one here. So it's mostly primers that I received as a sample, or they came with a palette, but then I have some other smaller samples in there too. And then the last drawer is just more of bases. So I have a bunch of the Maybelline color tattoos here. I have some paint pots by MAC. And then I have some other base colors from e.l.f. in here. So I keep those in the bottom drawer. Then just moving on, just my computer screen. And a little fan that you turn on by USB, so it's connected to the computer and it turns on. A little tray here that I just kind of keep like my Carmex and my retainer. You guys used to know that I had braces, so those are all off now. And then I just have my mirror here, so here I am here. Hi. Have my tripod here where I keep my camera when I'm filming. Have my mirror there for when I'm applying makeup. And let me just actually sit down in a chair here so I can give you guys a closer look here. This here is a glass jewelry box. It's actually like 2 drawers, and then the top opens, that my brother got for me. So usually in these, like the second drawer here, I keep just a bunch of perfume samples. And I'm sorry if this is blurry. Let me just see if I can get this to just clear up a bit there for you guys. So this is my remote to my Canon, of course. But I have a lot of the double-ended brushes, you know, that you guys get from, you know, your palettes. Double-ended brushes. I don't want to put them in a jar because I don't want them to smash at the end. So I usually just keep them in here. Same with traveling. It's easier to do the double-ended brushes. So I got them all right here. Got a bunch of samples there of perfume. I have a couple more samples of perfume there. Then this bottom drawer, more samples. So like this little Sigma sample that had like 3 colors. So I like to keep these things in here too. They have, look, smaller. Is this concealer? Yeah, it is. It's concealer here. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of other samples and things I keep in there. So I keep them pretty much in these little drawers, so it's easier for me just to go through and pick when I'm actually ready for them. On top here, I just have a couple. Okay, I hope this view is just a little better. It was kind of bothering me because I felt like it was a little blurry. But as I left off, yeah, those 2 Mario Badescu products there. In this aisle, I keep a bunch of liquid eyeliners. So like right here, I have my NYX liquid liner, Kat Von D. I have a bunch from, I have a couple from, is this NYX? No, that's Milani. So I have some from Milani, I have some from NYX in there. So I keep all my liquid liners in there, and I keep them upside down so they don't dry out. Right here is just my basic face stuff that I use pretty much every day, and I try to keep that up front. So you can tell, Mario Badescu face spray or facial spray. I'm almost out of that one, but a sister got a backup right there. So Lancome makeup removal. I have some Dermalogica Ultra Calming Mist Spray. So it's like a toner too. I really like that one. I have a Lancome moisturizer, which I'm trying out, and that's very good because my face is just so sensitive and it breaks out from anything. So this has been working well. I keep avocado oil here because I use that in my hair. Castor oil here because I actually use castor oil on my eyebrows and my eyelashes. It actually helps them grow. So I like putting that on at night before I go to bed. I have some Mario Badescu vitamin C serum here, and I also keep benzoyl peroxide gel because I do suffer from acne. My face will be clear, and then the next day it's like I have acne everywhere, so I keep that to help dry it out overnight. Over here in this little container, I tried to make this container my everyday makeup, but truth be told, I don't wear makeup every day, but it is easier that if I am gonna wear something a little light or just to quickly put something on, I have some products sitting here. So I have the look at that, just the lip bit left, which I found out they don't sell anymore, the MAC charge water. So I have that there. I have the strobe cream there from MAC. I have a prep and prime skin refinish or skin refine zone treatment here. I like using this because I get oily. I'm very oily, but in the T-zone, this is it right here. Have a primer from e.l.f. here. Primer from Too Faced, which is almost gone. That's the old package. It's like literally almost gone. That lasts me a long time. The baby skin from Maybelline. I have a Maybelline primer here. I have NYX matte finish spray here. The Too Faced hangover here, and the Becca primer here. So this is mostly like everything that's preparing you to like get your face together. So like primers or sprays. Let me get closer here. On the top, I just have a couple concealers. So I got the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer. I have the MAC Select Cover Up. I have no clue why this eyeshadow is here, but NYX eyeshadow. I have a Makeup Forever translucent powder there. I keep a couple concealers there. So these are the MAC Pro Long Wear concealers that I keep there. Stick foundations I keep in here as well. So the Lancome, Maybelline, Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation, and then the other foundations are the ones that come in like the skinnier tubes here. So these are like very light foundations. They're like what, light to medium coverage, so it's usually easier to put on. So I got this one, I got the Smashbox one, I have the Maybelline Dream Velvet MAC, and then I have the L'Oreal Infallible. And then this last one, this section over here, have my Clarisonic. That works good. That's the Mia. So I have had this one for years and it's still going. I have a couple concealers there, like from LA Girl. I have my Tarte Shape Tape. I have a e.l.f. Conceal Pencil there. I have a little small tiny Kat Von D tattoo liner, which that belongs over there. But yep, Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And then over here I just have like the e.l.f. blush palette, and then I also have, I believe it's a face powder, if I can get my finger in there and not get it stuck. Some blotting powders that I'm pulling out. Let me just see here. Yeah, that's a NYX finishing powder there. And then I have two of the MAC Prep and Prime highlighters that I keep back there. So this is pretty much like if you're just going to do like a quick makeup look, run, hurry up and get out the door, like no eyeshadow, but everything is like there quickly where I don't have to dig in the drawer. Right here in these containers, these little jars I got from Dollar Tree. I just got Q-tips, cotton balls, wedges, makeup wedges, and in here I have more little tubes of benzoyl peroxide because again I do suffer from acne. I have a couple more brushes back here, and on top of this, I believe I got this container off of Amazon maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So it could have been even 3 years ago, right before I did the actual video for the collection, but I believe I got this off of Amazon. So on top of here I have another aisle, and this is just my smaller brushes, like your eyeliner, you know, brushes, your spoolies and things like that. So that's in there. I have this cup here that has the little small baby little beauty blenders in here, and I keep face brushes, the kabuki brushes in here stuffed in this cup because they're so small, so I like to keep them in there. This cup here I like to keep a bunch of different beauty blenders. A couple of them are dirty right now, but I do keep a whole bunch of them. I wash them and stick them in here. This top drawer here have a bunch of face powders. I've been looking for this. It's my Coach Poppy and Poppy Blossom Rollerball. I've been looking for that, so I know where it's at now. But yeah, here I keep a couple finishing powders or skin finishes in this drawer. In the second drawer here, I have a couple go-to like quick palettes. Let's see, this is the NYX. Let's just take this whole drawer out so I don't drop it. Probably be easier to show you guys this way. Over here I have a bunch of the ColourPop eyeshadows. I love ColourPop, especially when they first, and I haven't ordered from them in a long time. I need to order again, especially like the liquid lipsticks. But these are the eyeshadows here. Then I have a couple, the NYX eyeshadow base. That one's in white, and this one is in just skin tone. And I have another Pink Pop by MAC here. On this side, this is usually a go-to blush and bronzer for me. So this is just the NYX Wine and Dine bronzer, you know, and blush I keep in there. This used to be one of my favorite palettes from Wet n Wild. I love MAC or matte, so I used to keep that in there, and I keep an Urban Decay palette in here as well. So that's if I wanted to do like a quick eye look before I went out. Eyebrow powder here. Then I have the ABH dip brow in there, and then I have the MAC Studio Finish concealer in here. So let's move this back over here. Let's go back and put it back on the track. Alright, the third drawer here is mostly, all on this side is blushes. So I have Milani, MAC, some more MAC, and Wet n Wild. On this side I keep a highlighter. So this is the Becca highlighter, Champagne Pop. And I keep some powder foundations in here. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible. I have the Makeup Forever Dual Matte. There and back I have the MAC Blush and Blunt. I actually use that for contouring. So those are usually the things that I reach for. So I like to keep those close. Then in the bottom, this is supposed to be actually up there. This is another powder foundation by, this is Lancome. So another powder foundation by Lancome. At the bottom here I have Color Correcting Conceal by NYX. I have other foundations there. I used to love this MAC. Look, it's barely anything in there. This MAC Face and Body Foundation. In the summer especially, I'll either use it alone, or if I had a foundation that was too dark, I would try to put a couple drops in this and light it up. I used to love this stuff. And I have a couple more face primers there and back. One by NYC and one by Number 7, which is sold at Target. Right here I actually just have this little flat palette, like if I'm mixing foundations or any kind of colors. Usually just keep that thrown in there. Over here I have just a miniature MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I have a Smashbox primer that's almost like, it's like 2 pumps away from being gone, so that's there. And then I have a couple of the Ben Nye luxury powders. So I have Banana, and I believe this one is Topaz. Yeah, Topaz. So these 2 containers back here is just the little travel containers that you get from Target, and in those are these Ben Nye powders. So I won't have to take the whole container with me. I could just put a couple powders in there, and then I'm good to go. So I believe I showed you guys everything that's on top here. Oh, okay, so the last thing I have here on top is just my Clinique Take the Day Off balm that I just recently started using. Love it so far. And in this little container is usually more samples or mini sizes that I haven't used yet or that I am using. So I have a lip balm here that I've been using. They gave me a sample of some moisturizer that I keep in there, which is almost gone. I keep my cuticle butter in there, so this I can actually keep in my little tray there. Have eye cream here that I haven't used, I got for a sample. I believe Sephora had like a buy 3 mini size and get like a free bag, and I end up getting this Kat Von D setting powder, so I haven't used that yet, so I'm gonna keep that here until I get ready to use it. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, I have Bare Minerals mineral veil in there also that I haven't used. So it's usually samples that I haven't used that I want to try, so I keep that on top. The L'Oreal Water Does Remove Makeup, and then I also have a lip scrub by Fizz and Bubble. So those things I just keep in there because either I'm using them like in the morning or at night when I'm getting ready, or I haven't used it yet and it's just a reminder to try those products out. I just keep them in this little container and keep it sitting there. Try to keep it organized. Let's go ahead and move to the drawers. So the drawers here I have labeled. I'm actually sitting on my bed here. So the drawers I have labeled here. So as you can see, single eyeshadows, you know, small eyeshadow palettes. So I like to keep them organized, but I'm going to actually share my collection. So in the top drawer, have single eyeshadows. I have some here from NYX. Have some from Urban Decay. I have one from Milani, one from Sugar Pill. Have a couple more here from NYX. All these here are from Sephora. A bunch of the e.l.f. Single eyeshadows. Some from Max Factor. And this is from MAC. This is Black Grape. I had never heard of this color before, and I think I found it a couple years ago. I can't even get it open. A couple years ago, and they didn't sell it in the single, you know, it's for me to put in a Z palette, but that's there. I have a couple more Urban Decay shadows here, some L'Oreal shadows, and 3 MAC eyeshadows there. I just started buying the MAC palettes that you could build on your own, so I know that I can, you know, depot those, but I'm not comfortable with doing that yet. So, and I am building up on those. So once I get comfortable with depot, then I can actually use my Z palette, because I have one and it's only like one eyeshadow in there. In the back here I have a bunch. All of these back here are the NYX glitter on the glows. So all of those loose glitters are all back there. Over here on this side I have a bunch of the or I have 3 of the Stila Magnificent Metals, and then in back I have some colors, some LA colors. I really don't like how those are made in the bottle. It's just hard to remove and get out. And I thought they're like color or glitters. They're actually like loose eyeshadows, and they're not very pigmented. So I may just give those to my girls to practice or to, you know, just play with. But here on this side here I have a bunch of MAC pigments that's in there in the corner. So anything like a pigment or a glitter, I try to keep them back so up front so they don't fall out. The next drawer here, I'm going to actually pull my chair up here so you guys can get a closer look. These are my smaller eyeshadow palettes. So I got a bunch here from Wet n Wild. So like Pedal Pusher, Poster Child, Blue Had Me at Hello, Comfort Zone, and Art in the Street. Got a bunch of those. I got 2 of the shimmer palettes from e.l.f. right there. Right here I have, let's see, a MAC palette when they launched The Simpsons. Have that here, a Urban Decay palette. I have both of the Urban Decay Naked Basic palettes here. I used to love to keep those in my purse, just to have it in there on the go. And in the back here I have a bunch of the Trio NYX eyeshadow palettes. This next section here I have Huda Beauty. These just recently came out, so these are like their mini palettes here. If I can, oops, sorry guys, let's see if I can open it. Now y'all know I can't open up with one hand. Hold on, we're gonna use this. There we go. So just the mini palettes there. I have a bunch of the MAC quads, so some that I made up here. I have these 2 that I made up there, 2 quads. 2 of the Mariah Carey quads, and then Rihanna had the Riri Loves MAC collection there, 2 more quads. On the side here, I have the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly, and then the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey. More of this whole stuff for this NYX. It came from Ipsy. I used to be a subscriber at Ipsy. So for this here, and I actually got this one from Ipsy too, from Pop Beauty. The rest of these are all Wet n Wild palettes. I just love them because they are very pigmented and they are very affordable. This palette I just got. I never heard of this brand before, or I just ignored the brand, but they just had this on sale like a couple weeks ago for like $17. We're gonna try that, so I can't wait to dip my hands into this one. I got Tarte Man Eater here. I have 3 of the Sugar Pill quads, so like the Burning Heart quad, the Sweetheart quad, and the Heartbreaker quad. And then if you can see back there, I got a Z palette, but it's not full. There's nothing in there, so that's why it's tucked away in back. I have a Kat Von D palette here, and I love this one because I won this one on Instagram from a contest she was holding. Alright, here we go again, guys. Let's see if I can get it open. This one has her signature. She autographed it for me. So that is awesome, and I use this one a lot. Have another palette here, the Shadow Box from Urban Decay. I have the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. I have my NYX Happy Birthday palette from Ulta, and I have another NYX of my Pop palette back there. So that's pretty much it for my smaller palettes, but they fit perfectly in this drawer and I like it. The next drawer is going to be the bigger eye palettes, so I'm going to sit back down here. And this is where I keep all my bigger palettes. So the ones that are able to sit straight up and down in the drawer. I used to have my bigger palettes in both of these drawers here, but all I was doing was stacking them up. I couldn't see which ones I had. I kept forgetting what palettes I had, so I put them in this drawer here. So I have them all sitting up. I have my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I have my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. In front here I have my Lorac Pro palette, my Urban Decay Naked, the original, the Naked 2 palette, the Naked 3 palette, the Naked Smoky palette, the Naked Heat palette. Then I have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette that just came out, so I haven't used this one yet. My ABH Modern Renaissance. I love this palette. It took me a year and a half to get that palette after it was released. Here in Wisconsin, we just probably got maybe more than 2 Ultas here, and it just seemed like that nobody had it in stock, and I finally just end up, I think it was either Sephora or Ulta, one of them. I end up putting my name on the list to let me know when it was there, and I was finally able to get it. So this one I should have got a backup, but I love this palette. Behind there is the ABH Subculture, and then the Prism palette. This palette here I just got some Juvia's Place. I heard about this brand a lot. I just received it not too long ago. I ordered it on Black Friday, and it took like 2 weeks. So I haven't even had a chance to try it yet, but I heard good things about these palettes. So I have that one here. Let's put this over there. I have a Sigma the Resort palette, and the Sigma Paris palette. I have another one of those Juvia's Place palette. This is the Masquerade palette. And then the other one I believe is the, oh, let me just see, I threw it all the way over there on the bed. Let me just see here, the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place. Then I have my Morphe palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. I'm thinking about trying that 350 palette though. It seems like their palettes are pretty good, but I love this palette. It has, okay, sorry about that, my camera cut off. So I left off showing you guys the Jaclyn Hill palette. And then in back, my mom got this for me. This is the NYX Makeup Artist palette, and I have plenty of colors in there. And then behind there, when I first started to collect makeup, I used to order off of eBay. So those are 2 eBay palettes that I have back there. And usually my girls are playing in those. Let me just switch over to the other side here because it'll be easier for you guys to see on the sides here. I have, let me see, this Lorac Unzipped Ocean Sunset palette. I have another ABH, the Artist palette. This one here is the Master palette by Mario from ABH. And then this is the Shadow, I think this is the Shadow Couture. Yeah, Royal Traveler palette by ABH. Behind there I have the first edition Huda Beauty palette, and I just recently got these. And then also I have the Desert Dust palette by Huda Beauty. Right here I have the Urban Decay Electric palette, the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, and then these 2 palettes back here is the Creative Me 1 and the Creative Me 2 by Coastal Scents. So I'll put the rest of those other palettes in there. Let's keep on rolling. The drawer below that is actually my foundations, concealers, and powders. So I try to keep those organized in there as best I can. It's not much because I really don't wear a lot of foundation on my face, but I do wear a lot of powder foundation. So, but I don't buy that much still because I don't want it to go bad. But like this was one of my first ones, and it's almost gone. So this is the Smashbox Halo Hydrating Foundation Powder. I have a loose powder here from MAC and NW45. Have a block powder there from MAC. I have the Studio Fix powder by MAC. The Maybelline Dream Cushion, that's the liquid foundation. I have a powder foundation there from e.l.f. and another powder foundation. This is the actual mineralized from e.l.f. In this middle section here is for concealers. So I have a bunch of the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I love this green one because when my acne flares up and it turns red, it can hide it. So I like those. I got the NYX Wonder Stick there for highlighting and contouring. And then the Secret Cover Up by Milani. I have the Conceal, Correct, and Contour by NYX. I believe that's the second one I have. And then here I have 2 of the e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealers. And then here's a mineralized one by e.l.f. as well. And then I have 2 of the Fenty Beauty matchsticks that I use as concealers. So I have one in walnut and one in suede there. Here on this side is I have more of my foundations. So to quickly go through these, the Studio Fix Fluid by MAC. I have the Black Opal foundation stick. I have the Revlon Photos, what is it? Color Stay? Yeah, Color Stay. I have the Maybelline Dream Fresh Beauty BB Cream. The Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse, and I actually have that in the pod too. Then I have a foundation here from e.l.f., another stick foundation here from MAC. I have this matchstick in Espresso. I keep this on that side because I can use it for contouring, so I keep it over there with the foundations. Then I have a Studio Tech MAC cream foundation here, and I also have a HD mattifying cream foundation by e.l.f. over here in the corner. Here, when like I was telling you guys, I would order palettes from eBay. This should be, yeah, so this was a palette that I ordered and I used to use. This was a concealer palette, so all different colors from light to dark, and I used to keep that just up front. Here on the side I have my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette there. In the back, again, I have one of those eBay palettes, and I believe this one is just for highlighting and, yeah, highlighting and contour. So I used to use. In the back there, I have a bunch of the mini Fix Plus sprays I got during the holidays collection. So I keep the mini ones back there. Let me just see here. I'm trying to see without messing up you guys' view. Yeah, I have another of the e.l.f. translucent powder. Then I have an Airspun that's there, and then I have another of the Mario Badescu facial spray, and then the Evian facial spray. The last drawer down here, I have blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. So let me just, it's probably going to be easier if I start in the back here and just pick these right up. Let's see if I can get them. So I have a bunch of the ABH glow kits here. So I have the Aurora glow kit, the Sugar glow kit, the Sun Dip glow kit, the Nicole Guerrero glow kit, and then this was, I believe, was the first glow kit they brought out, I believe. But I love those colors in that one. So I keep those back here so they don't get tilted upside down, they don't get smushed, but they're easy for me to grab even though they're in back. So I'll just chuck those back there. And I also keep back there this blush kit from ABH. Back here I have a couple of the tone correcting powders from e.l.f. and then under there I have backups of e.l.f. primers. I'm not too with primers. I'm not picky with it. I can go from cheap to high end only because my face is just so sensitive, so I have to see what works for me. In this first container here, supposed to be blushes, I believe these first two are blushes. I'm just trying to see why this is in here. This is a finishing powder by Ulta that I haven't tried yet. But yeah, I have a bunch of the mineral powder blushes by Maybelline here. I have some Wet n Wild blushes here. I have one from NARS here. These are all from e.l.f. These two are from NYX. I have one here from Milani, another from Maybelline. I have the trio from ABH, let me see, the blush trio and Berry Adore. I just got this one, haven't used it yet. I have one here from Tarte. Is this Tarte? Yeah, from Tarte. Let's see. A blush here from Sephora, so two from Sephora, and then one there from NYX. And then these three up front, I used to love these. These were the e.l.f. HD blush that you just pump, and them suckers was pigmented. So I used to love using these all the time. The second row here, all of these, so from here all the way back, MAC blushes. And then I have a Kilowatt from Fenty Beauty. I also have 3 more from MAC here. So this was the blush and bronzer palette from the Riri Loves MAC. I have the Wonder Woman blush that was from MAC. And then here, oh, this was the White Peach blush from MAC. So I love MAC blushes. And then in back here I have the Trio from Urban Decay. So that was the Flush palette. And then this last row here is mostly highlighters. So I just have this one here from Too Faced. I have one here from NARS. A couple of the, I believe these are the contouring highlight. Yeah, these are the contouring and bronzing powders from e.l.f. So I guess I had nowhere to set those. I have 2 more of the matchsticks from Fenty Beauty, and I use these as highlights. So this is in Cinnamon and Trippin'. Have a highlight from Tarte. Another Kilowatt highlight from Fenty Beauty. See here, I believe this brand here, yeah, I used to get my Ipsy bag. So this was a baked bronzer I used to use, but I used it as a highlight because it was too light for my skin tone. Another Kilowatt from Fenty Beauty, of course that's Trophy Wife. I have a rainbow highlighter from Ulta. Let's see, this should be Whisper of Guilt from MAC. Another MAC highlighter here in Global Go. This one is from MAC, and this is Perfectly Poised. And then I have Gold Deposit back there from MAC. The one from Wet n Wild for Fergie. So I have a bunch of highlighters there, and I like to just keep that all lined up and organized here. Okay, this middle section here isn't makeup. It's just where I keep a lot of my jewelry and my nail polishes at. So I'm just going to like really quickly run through those. First drawer is necklaces and rings. So I just have my rings up front here. Have my necklaces laid out in back. Have some other I have plugs. So I have some of my earplugs over there. Second drawer here I have is all my earrings. So I have these all laid out here. And then these little trays too are from Dollar Tree. So which was perfect for these because I could separate my earrings how the way I want them to. If I wanted to do by color or whatever. But this was good for organizing my earrings. Third drawer here I have is bracelets. So same containers. I don't think I have many bracelets in the back because it was so hard to get that back there. So I think I have a couple. Yeah, a couple back there that's laid. I don't really wear as much. But these are my bracelets. The next 2 drawers is nail polishes. So I just keep them color organized there. I used to do my own mani and pedis at home. Now I just do my pedicures at home. Because I use the chrome powder a lot, and I like that way better than waiting for this to dry. So I have my nail polishes here. Then I also have more nail polishes here, but these are more of like bases, the whites, the decorative nail polish, glitter nail polish, grays or blacks, and then any tools. So that's in that drawer there. And then this last drawer is just hair stuff. Literally all my stuff that I use for my hair. So I keep my combs and brushes. I keep little clips in this to clip my hair up, and then different products that I use. Especially since I go from wearing braids a lot to taking my hair down to cutting it. So I need a lot of products. Alrighty, so over here, if you guys remember, we're over here in this corner. It's the last couple makeup drawers here. So it's just these 3 drawers. The first drawer is all eyeliners or products for my brows. So I'm not going to go through each one, but I can pretty much tell you. MAC, Urban Decay. I have some from Jordana. It's all different brands. Drugstore brand. All eyeliners. Some from e.l.f. So any eyeliners to use on your waterline, anything is all here. So I just keep all those eyeliners there. In the back here is anything for my eyebrows. So you can see I have my well, I got a spoolie there, but I have my ABH brow wiz. I have my NYX eyebrow pencil. So anything that I use for my brows are back here. And then in this little section here is where I keep my brow tints or my brow setting gels and brow powders is back here. This section here is just miscellaneous, where I keep glue, of course, and then I have some new primers I just brought since the other one was running out. Keep scissors there, scotch tape here, have more scissors here, so that's just miscellaneous there. The next drawer is my lip pencils, mascaras, and lashes. Now I really don't wear many lashes, so you're not going to see a bunch of those. I wear them occasionally, but I like to keep them in my drawer just in case. So here's all my lip pencils, mostly from MAC, NYX, Avon, or what is it, Boutique from Sally's. So these are all lip pencils. Here in this next one, I don't keep many, but these are my mascaras. Because we all know that mascaras don't last that long. Here on this side, I have my eyelash curlers, my sharpeners, more scissors, and then extra of these little pads for the eyelash curlers. And then I have my eyelash glue, my duo. In the back here, I keep lashes. So here, I got, you know, these bigger sets. But then in back, when I pull these, I have mostly e.l.f. lashes. Or some if they were on sale at Sally's. So I usually just keep those in there. I really don't wear many lashes because my eyes get so watery. But every once in a while I wear some, but I do have sister-in-laws that wear lashes too, so. This drawer here is all for lips. So all my lipsticks, all my lip glosses, all my lip balms, everything is in here. Mostly over here is all MAC lipsticks. I have an Urban Decay lipstick there. A ABH lipstick, Lipstick Queen lipstick. All of these are mostly drugstore lipsticks. Here go another one of those palettes that I got from eBay that has a bunch of lip colors in there. If I can get it open. No, I can't get that open, but that's a lip palette. Here in this one is mostly liquid lipsticks, so from Kat Von D, ABH, MAC. Let me just see what else. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. Oh, I have one here from Too Faced. Yeah, so these is mostly liquid lipsticks. In here, this was supposed to be there, but in here I try to keep mostly lip balms. These Simpson, what were these? Were these just regular lip glosses? I was just keeping it here. So mostly lip glosses or lip balms I keep in here. And then in the back, I have a mixture of NYX, some stuff that I was getting from Ipsy, some lip balms. So those are mostly lip glosses in the back. I tend to reach for lip glosses less because I don't like the sticky feeling. So most of these, they don't have that sticky feeling, but like I have a couple here from the Mariah Carey collection. I have some of the glazed lip paints from LA Girl. so I keep some of those in back. And then the 2 drawers is down here. It's just mostly miscellaneous. This bottom drawer here, I just keep extra bags or for when traveling, so I just keep those in there. So there's nothing really in there. And then this drawer here is more miscellaneous too. I keep more like my facial wipes in here, face pads for when I'm toning my face, extra things of tissue, travel, makeup removal wipes. I keep, of course, my medication in here. And then I keep extra small travel size stuff just for my purse, because I keep things like this in my purse. So these isn't much of makeup, it was just additional drawers that I use. Okay, so that's the overall look, and that's pretty much my collection as of now. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, just leave them down in the bottom bar and I will answer back to you. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.